from the 4th chapter, Al-Nisa, is verse 89, which says, "If they turn on you, then seize and kill them wherever you encounter them. Take none of them as an ally or supporter." So again, it's a very violent and aggressive sounding verse, and quite divisive as well, saying don't take them, presumably the disbelievers, as an ally. So isn't that quite clearly encouraging violence?
No, not really. First of all, this is not about disbelievers. This is about what we call hypocrites. And the context of this verse is even more interesting. When Muslims went out to Battle of Uhud, which is like the Meccan disbelievers, non-believers, wanted to attack Muslims in their homeland, Medina. So all the Medina people went out for a battle just outside Medina to defend their city. But out of 1,000 soldiers, 300 of them actually run away. Like literally deserted the army. Even in the modern wars, if somebody deserted the army, they would shot in there by their officers. That is like martial law. That is the biggest crime you can commit. But anyway, the battle happened, and while Muslims were coming back, they were debating, what shall we do with these deserters, people who deserted us? How shall we treat them? Shall we forgive them because they might repent and do good deeds and whatever? Or shall we punish them as any army would punish the deserters, so nobody else does that? So they are divided. So Nisa 88, one verse before, starts like this: "O believers, why are you divided into two about the hypocrites?" Again, one verse before, recognize the situation. Why did you divide it into two about the hypocrites? When God himself has rejected them because of what they have done, do you want to guide those who God has left astray? If God leaves anyone to stray, you, Prophet, will never find a way for him. So it says literally, why are you divided? If God leads them astray, you can't do anything. Leave it there. But then it continues, they would dearly like you to reject faith as well, like they did, as they themselves has done, to be like them. So do not take them as allies. Allies is a very high level of, like friendship. Do not, act upon their advice in a way until they migrate to God's cause, or they change their mindset. Then it continues, that's the quoted part. But so don't do friendship and don't rely on their advice, because they want you to fail as well. But then it says, but if they turn on you, which means like if they turn their swords on you, if they try to attack you because you are a believer and they are not believers in themselves, if they turn on you, then seize and kill them wherever you encounter them. Take none of them as an ally or a supporter. So this is until it's a civil war, until people who doesn't really believe in God decided to attack their Muslim neighbors. Nobody can do anything to them. But if they turn on Muslims, then you can seize them and kill them, which means like literally self-defense in that situation. But the Quran doesn't finish it in there. It continues a couple of verses, very interesting. In the following verse, it says, like if they reach to people whom you have a treaty with them, then leave them alone as well. I'm summarizing it. But then if, say, for instance, they feel powerful and they attack, but then if they withdraw fighting with you, or if stop fight with you, or sorry, if they withdraw or do not fight you and offer you peace, then God gives you no way against them. Like these people who turn on you, then run away or stop fighting or withdraw fighting, then God doesn't give you a way towards them anymore. And then it continues, if they people who doesn't want to fight in the beginning, but they succumb to the idea of fighting you and stuff, then it clarifies in the area. And in there, if they fight you in that circumstances, so if they neither withdraw nor offer you peace, nor restrain themselves to fight you, then seize them and kill them wherever you encounter them. We give you clear authority against such people. So this is a very, very limited authority of, like leaving people alone on their beliefs. But if they are threatening you, trying to kill you, you are able to defend themselves. But even after they threaten you and attack you, if they stop fighting, you have to stop fighting as well. And that's very clear in just following a couple of verses, which everybody, I think, should read.